Thank you so much for being here today. If you are here today, it's because you played a part in this story. Before we begin, though, we would also like to remember those who cannot join us today. You may be seated. As excited? Well, hey, if you're here, it's because you have played a part in this story. You've been friends, you've been brother, sister, partner in crime, co-workers. I mean, so many different things that we could talk about. And if we had the time, we could stop and share stories. Stories that make you laugh, stories that make you a little embarrassed, stories that would make you cry, stories that make you really proud to be a part of this relationship. But today we celebrate their story, and we celebrate the next step in this story. Today, their story is it's a classic, beautiful love story. It's a story of a boy meets girl on the internet. And through a really long post, he gets her attention. And she says, wait a minute, this guy's a little different. It's a story of a, hey, let's get breakfast, that turned into 8 hours and a date that would change their life forever. It's a story of passion, excitement, and discovery. It's a story of dogs. And I mean lots of dogs. It's a story of laughter, of persistence, of fun. And the best part of the story is this is just the next chapter. And you guys get to write this chapter together. This next chapter will be full of plenty I love yous, plenty of laughter and maybe some tears and guaranteed some apologies. And plenty of days that you'll come home from work and just see each other and think, life is so much better because you're here and you're a part of this story. You know, marriage is pretty simple if you do it right. I got just a little bit of advice for you. The secret to a happy marriage is, it's the little things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It's to continue through all the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together and facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers each other in and includes the whole family. It's doing things for each other not out of attitude or out of duty, but because of love and joy. It's speaking words of appreciation. It's demonstrating gratitude. It's not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have angel wings. It's cultivating flexibility and patience. It's having a good sense of humor. It's giving each other room to grow. It's finding room for things of the Spirit. It's a common search for good and beauty. It's not only marrying the right partner, but it's choosing to be the right partner. Are you guys ready for that sort of relationship? Awesome, because we're all here to see it, so we weren't sure what to do. Now I'm going to need a couple rings. Got this. Before we trade some rings, let me ask you a couple questions. James, do you take Kimberly to be your wife? Will you love and comfort her, honor and keep her, and in joy and sorrow preserve with her this bond, unbroken as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kimberly. Do you take James to be your husband? Will you love and comfort him, honor and keep him, and in joy and in sorrow preserve with him this bond, unbroken as long as you both shall live? Awesome. Well, instead of the traditional vows, James and Kimberly have chosen to write their own vows. So they're going to share a few things with each other and just let us listen in. Read your own vows. I vow this to me. Really weird.
Kim, you are my love and my life. I cherish all our time together, from our many vacations to our time on the couch. I knew that I found the love of my life when I knew I could always feel comfortable being myself around you, and yet you continue to put up with me. I love the honesty we share together and the simple fun we have just simply being around each other. I promise to be a friend, partner, ally, co-conspirator, and confidant for the rest of our lives together. I will forever be a loving husband to you and a father to our puppies and any human children we may have in the future. I promise to be your IT support for the daily broken appliances and technology in our home, and I'll attempt to rein in my emotions when the Broncos play, win, lose, or stupid play call on 4th and short. Most importantly, I will be there from this day forth to be the person in whom you can share everything. Your hopes, joys, dreams, excitements, disappointments, sadness, and of course, love. I love you, Kimberly, and I'm forever.
James, you are my first and only true love. I still remember the day we met. I thought you were so cute, walking up my friend's driveway with a single rose to take me to breakfast. And though that rose died about an hour later from the heat on that hot July day, our brunch date ended up turning into an 8-hour adventure, and you had me hooked. After about a week, I had learned we both wanted the same things out of life, and for the first time, I saw myself being happy with someone for the rest of my life. I'm so glad you ended up feeling the same way. I promise to always love and respect you. I promise to listen to and compromise with you. I promise to always try to keep the 4 or 5 foods that you will actually eat in our kitchen. I also promise to not cry in an attempt to get a 3rd dog like I did to get the 2nd, though I don't think a foster dog should be out of the question. I promise to stand by you during difficult times and celebrate with you as we accomplish our dreams and goals together. And perhaps most importantly, I promise that from this day forward, I will be a Denver Broncos fan for life.
This is fun. Well, with changing these vows, you guys promise to hold these, to commit to these no matter what comes your way. And you guys are starting this as a new relationship, a new chapter. So it is an honor and a privilege to be able to tell you, by the state of California, by the power vested in me, for the very first time, you may kiss your wife. And can I introduce to you, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Roesch.